Alright, we're gonna watch one more episode and then we'll call it a stream. Alec Giga Chad Troll, more than likely. I'd say it. I'd call him probably like the best, like most lighthearted troll so far, man.
I would appreciate it if the Asperpedia ads
Alec S tier troll, yeah.
Get rid of those ads all together. All those ads.
Does Chris not realize that people pay
together.
for ads?
Please.
You can't just tell them to remove them.
On February 1st, Christian uploaded an odd video which came about during an undisclosed trolling scheme concerning a copyright dispute.
Good afternoon. This message is for the World Boiler certification over in London, England. And I'm addressing this to Miss Abigail Udock, I believe it is. My Sonichu is actually a hedgehog with electrical powers. With the possible combination between another hedgehog and the Pikachu, of which I will not mention right now. And then we got Mr.
Him who shall not be named.
Sonichu. We're talking about a Jamaican drug dealer here. From the big description I have of the of Mr. Blanckley's version, we're talking about he would look something like that. And between my Sonichu, which in this page he's currently in his super form after using the KI crystals, big differences between the two. So I move that we allow them to coexist internationally as my Sonichu towards the worldwide fan base, and I have a lot of fans, forums, even pages that have slandered my good name, and the current Wikipedia, which you can find all my original content pages.
The quick plug, gotta respect that.
Later that day, Chris got a call from Alec Benson Leary, who was angry with the inadequacy of Chris's apology video.
Well, I've been nice to you for too long. You didn't mention anything of what you were apologizing for. You just said, oh, I'm apologizing for some of the things I said. Is that supposed to include the death threats, Chris? Because you should probably mention that specifically.
Yes, it did include the past death threats.
Okay, well, I think I'd like you to make a better apology video. And in your second apology video, I want you to not spend 80% of the video making demands of me. Because, see, an apology video should be just that. It should be apologizing for when you did something wrong. Do you think you've done something wrong to me, Chris?
I admit that I have done wrong to you, Alec. I've been mislabelings and mistakes and errors, and I apologize.
Mislabelings, kind of like what a troll would do. Isn't that right?
All right, Alec. I'm sorry for mislabeling you and giving you death threats.
What did you mislabel me as, Chris?
YouTubers should learn from Alec on how to make proper apology videos. My hiccups, bro.
Making me out like a villain.
He sounds like a kid. He sounds like a kid just being like, all right, like he cannot take accountability. Like he's just saying like he's mumbling under his breath. Basically, it's crazy. This is a grown man. He's like what, 29 at this point, I think.
Is there anyone close to me, a friend perhaps, that maybe you've mislabeled as well, that you've done wrong against?
Let me guess, Devin.
You got it right. You have wronged.
You should
Evan.
Make a PR company.
You know
he needs a PR company.
For labeling him as an origin point for Simona.
No, actually, that was the correct thing. That was the one correct thing you did, was labeling him as the origin point of Simona, because that's what he was.
Okay.
What's the wrong thing you did to him?
I yelled at him too.
There's a bigger issue. You stole Sonichu from him.
Let's get Sonichu for his PR team.
And you won't give his character back.
Everyone in Quickville.
What do you think of that?
He can have his Sonichu.
Simonla is Sonichu. You took his Sonichu and twisted it around. That's what your Sonichu article on your Wikipedia says. It says Simonla's based off Sonichu. I told you last time, it doesn't matter if you go change the article now. That doesn't change what was in the past. You cannot write a new article in the present and change what happened in the past. Chris, why is parody and plagiarism, why are those concepts okay for you to do, but they're not okay for anyone else to do? Will you tell me that?
Okay, I guess I cannot think of a good answer for
Real,
that.
real.
Yeah, that's because there really isn't one. You understand that, right? The same rules have to apply to everyone.
Dude, this guy Alex sounds like Jonachrome. Y'all know Jonachrome, the guy that made like freaking One Night at Flumpty's? I used to be really into his shit. Like he made a developer commentary on it, and I would watch it a lot. Like I can maybe show y'all, dude. Jonachrome. And I think he got into like some, he got into some allegations. But I like his developer commentary. There is a recent video on it, dude. 12 days ago. 6 years with a minor. What?
Welcome to the One Night at Flumpty's 2 developer commentary.
Does it not sound like pretty?
I have a lot of
pretty
things that I want
close?
to say, and I don't know how to get through it all. But I'm going to start by saying that whenever I made the first...
I want you to, in your comic, issue a full apology to Evan and admit that 𝙳ዐսայնⅰ and Sonichu are not your characters, and you used them wrongfully without his permission, and you are going to retire them. Another problem, I want you to apologize to me for calling me naive. Do you believe I am naive?
Yes, and I'm sorry for calling you naive. No, I do not believe you are naive.
Well, good.
This sounds like a kid. Like when a kid is confronted by their parents. This is how an actual conversation with like a good parent, like speaking to their kid, should sound like. But it's crazy because this is just a stranger talking to Chris, when in reality, like, it sounds like it should be like a dad talking to their kid, being like, what you did was wrong, and the kid being like, oh, okay, what I did was pretty wrong. It's like,
you know, I don't think naive is that bad of a word, but what means the most is that you think it's a bad thing and you still used it. I want you to put that in your new apology video for me.
Okay.
You might want to get a pen and paper and just write these things down, because there's a few points here. I don't want
you guys should be taking notes as well.
Okay, I'm apologizing for giving you for cursing
that's
you.
quick. He
giving you
was
death
listening.
threats,
He was
calling
listening.
You naive.
Mm-hmm. What else are you gonna do for me?
Labeling your comics as a plagiarization of my Sonichu character and myself. And
You're
apologizing
going to admit that
to
Asperpedia's original.
Evan.
Yep, good. And what else about Evan?
Yeah, I'm going to apologize to him, and he can have his Sonichu.
You're going to admit publicly that Sonichu is not yours to use, and you were wrong
Pop
to do
quiz.
it. I'm glad. We're getting somewhere, Chris. I'm glad about this.
Okay.
It feels like you're finally starting to listen to me a little bit, because you haven't been listening to me. You know, I thought about what you said, about how Asperpedia wouldn't like to be named Asperpedia. Sonichu says he likes something, then he likes something. So if Asperpedia says in my comic that he likes his name, then he likes his name.
Yeah, okay, well, just don't make any references of, of my city of Quickville, or saying that my original Sonichu is related to Asperpedia.
You already stated that the Sonichu and the chaotic combo and everything else that appears in my comic are just copies, or not connected to you. So it really doesn't matter what I do with my Sonichu and my Quickville and all that, does it?
Just establish that they're not the ones from Quickville. They're just they're from another. They're from this.
I'm not going to consider doing a damn thing for you until I see this apology video and I'm satisfied with it.
You will see the apology video, and
Content King. I'll have it uploaded tonight.
Tonight, tomorrow, whenever you want.
Okay.
It's your schedule.
All right, I gotta go now. You take care. Bye-bye.
This was immediately followed by the requested apology video for Evan and Alec.
I would like to take this moment to apologize to Mr. Alec Benson Leary for the curses and mislabelings I have placed upon him, such as not reading his own quote-unquote fan mail and all that. And also, I apologize for misunderstanding his Asperpedia as being
it's crazy. Like, his ego cannot bring him to saying what it is that he even agreed to apologize for. Like, he was gonna say stealing, and then he was like, misunderstanding. Like, okay.
As much as it is his original character. Asperpedia is Alec Benson Leary character. Alec Benson's. Try saying that 3 times fast with plurals. Asperpedia is Alec Benson Leary's own creation, not mine. Anyway, along with that, I also would like to apologize to Evan for offending him and by taking false claim of his Sonichu character, and I'm happy to give that back to him, and I retract all ownership of the Sonichu character. Be safe and have a good day.
The next day, Chris wrote a short blog post in which he requested that all of his fans
Did he mention
bombard Mao
everything?
with complaints to his email address. Soon after, Chris made a video attacking
Who freaking
Mao.
knows, bro?
This message is to Mr. Mao of the goddamn Asperpedia. Your ad right now. What you have up there on my Wikipedia, that's just wrong. You're imitating Jack Thaddeus now, and I do not appreciate it. Either you remove your ads altogether, or I will have your head on this. I'm already having your head on this because as much as I have a curse on, I possibly have a curse on me, you are gonna get cursed as well.
Oh no, he's gonna do the Kamehameha or whatever.
Addressed to Mr. Mao
Oh no,
of the
no, no,
Asperpedia.
Chris, no, don't do it.
No!
This is so tragic.
He then received a call from Alec, who started off by saying that the latest apology video did not address everything as was requested, such as Christian's use of the word naive.
You know, I asked you to apologize for the word naive. You didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, yeah, it is your bad. Because that word is such a huge deal to you. I wanted you to mention that specifically. Pretty sure I said that.
Yeah.
Another thing you said my quote-unquote fan mail, which I didn't like that. It was like you were suggesting I don't actually have real fans. That's not nice, Chris.
Well, I did not mean that.
Well, why'd you say it? I don't really like going through this, night after night with you, Chris. I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you these things over and over.
He just wanted a fry.
You tell a kid things over and over, and
Yep.
an adult, a man should, listen once and then know what to do.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Well, apparently you made a video right before I talked to you, cursing Mao. That wasn't good either, Chris. He put up a bunch of dicks on my Wikipedia yesterday.
Based.
I used to kind of sympathize with you about how Mao was being mean to you, but then I realized that you're a bully and you don't respond to anything except, mean things like that. Now I kind of think that Mao had the right idea. Because I was trying to be nice to you, and all you did was insult me.
Real.
No, you misunderstand me. I am not a bully.
Oh, you're not. Death threats, that's not the word.
I am not a bully.
You are a troll, though. That's for certain.
I am not a troll.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
Chris Chen has become the very thing he swore to destroy. He's become a bully and a troll. This is unfortunate. The fall from grace.
Ever since Asperpedia appeared, you've been doing nothing.
You're not a bully yet, Chris.
Just like the trolls that try to shut you down. But the great Christian
his apology does align with every other YouTube apology.
Nobody
very
can
real.
Attack him or
Yo, does that mean Chris has like the original YouTube apologies? Chris is the original YouTube apologist.
Chris fakes an interruption by pretending to be his mother.
Excuse me a moment. Yes? Hey, Christian, listen. I need you to go play a case in the kitchen. Oh, okay, Mom. I'll take care of it. And then go kitty out, would you? Sure. Right there. I'll be right there. Yeah, my mom's telling me to go clean teeth too. I gotta go.
Right.
So,
that's just terrible. That is like not excusable.
I really don't
oh
want to
wow.
give you a number because you troll me on the internet already. You'll probably troll me on the phone if I gave you my contact number. You go ahead. I know letting the cat out is probably going to be hard work and is going to make you want to sleep because I know your biological clock is all whacked out from all your stress because I know it's stressful trolling me. So.
I'm not trolling you, but anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
The
anyway,
hell. Okay, well, Chris, I'll let you go, but I want to let you know that that your apology video was not satisfactory, and you haven't even apologized to Evan at all in your comic like I asked you to. So you go ahead and go, and I will talk to you later. I'll call you when you don't.
Well, by the way, I unblocked your email, so you can send your thoughts in typing as well.
He had him blocked. That's crazy.
During this time, the explicitness of the Wikipedia ads increased. This included an image parodying the sex act seen in the drawing She Came for Quick.
Oh,
which
wow!
depicted Chris satisfying his naked mother
Oh,
with
wow!
his fingers. He never made any mention of this. On February 4th, an ad appeared which stated that Christian had just passed away. Later that day, he had another call with Alec Benson Leary, who gave him an exhaustive list of 18 points that had to be addressed in Chris's next apology video. These included admitting 𝙳ዐΣεν⁰ was not his original creation, admitting to calling Alec naive, apologizing for depicting in his comic that Alec possessed female prisoners in his basement,
Made him a
violently
whole
killing
freaking...
𝙳ዐΣεν⁰ in his comic, and promising to look sincere while giving the apology. Most of these points were addressed in a video recorded later that day.
First off, I'm not dead, and I have some announcements to make. Don't listen to that stupid bow on his advertisements. Do I look dead to you? No, I'm alive, safe, well, and healthy.
Healthy.
After the announcements, I admit Alec has a sizable fan base, possibly greater than my own, currently. I originally had permission for use Sonichu in my comics from Evan, but then he took it away. Simona
He gave
was
him an
not
ultimatum.
mine, so I'm giving it back to him by killing her later. I apologize to Alec for calling him naive multiple times. And apologize to Mal. Here's a forgiveness blessing.
Amen.
Forgiveness blessing. There we go. I just been forgive me, but
I bless
just
the
had to
chat,
stick
guys. I
bunch
bless all of
snow.
y'all for blessing.
It's snowing now. My car is stuck. I apologize for accusing him for female entrapment and rumors about rape. It was never meant to be rape. It was just like, he had those 4 roach chews in his basement.
That does not make things well.
Treated like hamsters. Giant
That does not
hamster
make things
wheels,
much better.
Water bottle, food pellets. No rape. Just hamsters. You don't rape a hamster.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're right,
I
Chris.
had no excuse for not updating up some days. But real life just happens, though. That's my only excuse, real life. Other than that, I have no excuse. And I apologize for
What could he been doing in real life?
And belating updates.
It seems like all he's been doing in real life is replying to this guy.
I admit that I trolled Alec in a sense like I was trolled before, and I apologize for that.
He's a bigger man. The Chris character
I trolled
development.
Alec, and I apologize for that. And I will not troll him anymore. Okay.
On February 6th, the Wikipedia was locked to further edits, allegedly due to a cease and desist order from Evan Christopher George.
Oh wow.
Chris was deeply saddened, but still continued to send some brief, lighthearted emails to
I hope a romance can help this man out because, bro, this man has issues. Well, as far as we know, up to date, a romance does not help this man out. As far as we know, up to date, a romance does not help this man out. And hell, I don't even think a romance would. Like, if you need a romance to sort your life out, your life will not be sorted out. Your life is not sorted out at all.
Alec called him again to talk about recent events.
Just calling to see how things are going with. Well, I know that Evan went forward with freezing the Wikipedia on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking about that?
What am I thinking about that? I can't edit it. I can't edit squat.
Well.
And I was going to answer some more mailbag letters.
Well.
So I finally got my PC back and running after a weekend, not having it after a power failure.
Do you have them finished? The 𝙳ዐΣεν⁰ death page and the apology page?
I'll have them upload either tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever the thing is unfrozen.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm just not satisfied with your apology video.
Damn.
And I don't think I'll be asking you to make another.
Okay.
Because it's become apparent to me that I don't think you really even understand what you did wrong. It was rather apparent that you didn't put any thought into why I wanted you to say those things at all.
Actually, I did get the point behind everything.
Yeah, there was even less emotion in your voice in that video than there is normally when you apologize for something. I mean, I've seen apology videos you made before, and they're all pretty lackluster, but this one was just like a slap in the face. You said those things that I asked you to say because you thought that reading them off a list would get my ads off of your site.
Okay, that's true.
I took my ads off your site for the moment just because I don't really want Asperpedia associated with your perennial legal troubles. But, you know, if you do get Wikipedia back up, then my ads are going back because I'm not satisfied. That's if you get it up, Chris, because as far as I can tell, you don't really even care about Sonichu that much.
Oh, yes,
He literally cannot show regret. True.
Chris, I warned you numerous times.
It's crazy. Like
Chris
is,
you know, someone was targeting.
Not only is Chris like very like obviously mentally unwell, but Chris is like not a good person either. Like everything aside, like all like everything that has happened to him aside, like he's just not a good person. He's egotistical, cannot show regret, cannot apologize, like cannot really even like he has never shown himself to be genuine other than like with Patty. Like that's it. Like Chris is just not a good person like at all.
If I was warned that someone was targeting me for a lawsuit and they had grounds to sue me, I would deal with it right away. I would drop what I was doing. I mean, you had time, Chris. You had all the time in the world.
Real.
Doesn't that seem reasonable to you? You don't go to school. You don't have a job. You know, I asked you, you know, what your day was like last time I talked to you. And you said that, you know, you were sleeping until 11 in the morning.
Literally
I mean,
me.
11, Chris? That's ridiculous. I would kill to be able to, you know, sleep in all day.
That's literally me.
I have to get up early every day because I have
Hey, come
things
on,
that I
man.
need to do.
Don't,
I mean, I don't understand what this whole biological clock thing is that you keep following.
don't be
back on.
insulting us,
You know
man.
what? Look it up on Wikipedia.
Look up what on Wikipedia.
Biological.
And that is from parenting alone. He was never blamed nor punished and always rewarded for bad behavior. Yeah. Not even rewarded. It was more so like despite his bad behavior, nothing would happen to him. Like despite his bad behavior, things would still go right for him. Or like it was never his fault.
Biological clock is a phrase that women usually use to refer to their most fertile reproductive years.
Really?
I really have no reason, no understanding of, you know, why.
The
you would apply that to
foreshadowing is
yourself.
insane right here, guys.
I think, you know, what happens with a lot of people when they have absolutely nothing to do with their days, that's when their sleep schedule gets messed up. See, I have a routine. I have to go to work and I have to go to school and I work on my comic because I care about my comic. You don't have a job or school and you don't care about your comic, therefore your body
I actually do care about my stuff.
your
care about
actions
my
say otherwise. You know, you don't upload any pages.
He's going to justify
How many
himself
times have
for
I told
sleeping
you
in.
you
This
have
is
to
great.
start uploading pages? Not just when I wanted you to make the apology page. I just mean in general. But you didn't listen. How many video games do you own that you don't play, Chris? I've played a lot of games in my lifetime, but I own very few right now because as soon as I'm done with them, I usually sell them. You sure have a lot of time on your hands, Chris, to play all those games, for that matter. I've never.
He's a
come close
gamer,
to
dude.
owning
He's
as
a
many
gamer.
games as you have.
I don't know. I'd say about maybe 2 or 4.
2 or 4
A
hours
day.
a week? A day.
A
Okay.
day, wow.
That's an awful lot of time to be spending on video games per day. And that is time that you could be using on your comic if you cared about your comic. But obviously you
I
care
do
more
care
about
about
video
my
games.
comic. It's just I use that. That's actually
That's
between
interesting.
drawing page, between drawing and coloring.
But you could use that video game time to upload them. And you never did that.
Oh yes, I do.
How many days have you missed since you promised you would upload 2 pages a day? You don't care. Your actions say that you don't care. Actions speak louder than words, Chris. I don't even consider you competition anymore. Do you know that? Because my competition are artists that actually care about their work, and you play video games all day. And then you sleep in because you have nothing to do. And
In a perfect world, this conversation unlocked Chris's Sigma grind set to just start going crazy on the Sonichu comic, but I highly doubt that that's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure like Chris is just gonna cave in and be like, "You're being mean," or like just start insulting the dude,
and then
or just take it in and like one ear out the other.
Do something.
Pretty sure that's what's gonna
you
happen.
don't actually work on your comic. You just attack me. And then when I'm nice to you, you continue to attack me. And then when I get mad and yell at you, you back down right away because you can't stand up in a fight.
I actually really like Alec's arc so far, because I think Alec's been the most straight up to Chris without being like a complete degenerate like asshole. Like Alec is basically doing everything he can to show Chris like what you are doing is very wrong, while also getting content for the trolls because Chris responds in the way that he does. So I do really like this saga. I do think this is probably like, this is as, I guess, as pure and as good as it will probably get from trolls. But who knows? We're so freaking early into it, but yeah.
Do you have anything to say, Chris?
No.
He hung up.
Wow.
Later that
What
day,
it? Yeah, that is. Yeah. Wow. Dude, he is a child. Chris is a child. Dude cannot take accountability for his actions. Like, if y'all think Chris's parents ever got mad at him, like in a similar fashion like that, like there's no way. Like, you should not be reacting in that way, man. Like, I would actually be so pissed if like I said all of that, you know, especially with like good intentions, I guess I'd assume, to like show Chris that his actions are wrong, and then dude just childishly just hangs up. He is like nearly 30 years old. He ignores things that he shouldn't ignore, but gives all the attention to people that don't deserve it, that he should be ignoring.
Chris made a video attacking those responsible the following day.
As much as it is to my dismay, I have to point out, but you can thank Alec, Evan, Sean, and Mal.
When it gets to the issue 10 pages, it gets worse beyond his own fantasy. Oh boy.
And they have done so already. They took down my own Wikipedia. They even prohibited me from being able to make any updates. If I could go back to before November 2007, I would have never viewed that damn ED page. And then I would have never had to deal with you damn dirty trolls. But I know every last one of you now. And I have suffered through so much torment. And this one just really just takes the cake.
Bro talks like an
You
anime
all
villain.
just
It's
want a
hilarious.
response from me. You get one hell of a response. And all my true loyal fans.
We are in the deepest parts of hell. How can it get
Blame
any
those
worse?
on the
It will get worse.
Asperpedia,
It's gonna get worse.
They have done the wrongest. They destroyed what was undestroyable, but can be rebuilt. And I will rebuild it with my own help and my own funds.
Oh boy.
And after what they have done unto me so far, which they did not have to do, but they did.
Is he going to become
guilty
Thanos and
of
find all the
tormenting
stones?
me like they have. I would have them executed. And I don't care what they think or what they say. This is my stand against you for what? In hell!
Dude. That's a slow flip off. Oh wow. We have a Christian response. This is a oh wow. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting, actually. I remember those times, and it was cringing to hear myself drone on and on just in thinking he was going to clear those ads for my old website. Subconsciously, I had always known he and his crew were trolling me the whole time, and it showed in how I reacted later on. And yet, while partly oblivious, I was trolling Alec at the time, and I take no shame in it because he was trolling me. I saw through his charade and showed it in how he treated everyone in my few pages, as he had already done, and worse in his pages. It only added fuel to the nobility of pulling the plug on the Wikipedia to save myself, my arts, my peoples, and family. He, from the shit I was having to deal with from those bastards, psychic powers were strong within me in the later part of this video, and they have only gotten stronger over the years into now, despite my having the many more trials to endure and learn from. Wow.